What up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Um, I had a quite interesting experience, and I thought that I would share that with you guys because um, some people choose social media, as a form of research to help you um, learn about things online that maybe you didn't know before. And I was stupid. I'm just going to throw that out there. I was stupid and I did not do a lot of research. And I'm pretty sure if I would have searched a couple of videos on YouTube, maybe I would have found something. So, just in case you haven't found anything, this might be the video for you if you're thinking about birth control or changing your birth control. I will give you my personal experience, which of course may not be the same for others, on um, the birth control Nexplanon. So if you want to hear about my experience and you're okay with those kind of, and if you're okay, like you're not offended by talking about that situation, or you're not, I wouldn't say easily freaked out, but if you want to hear about it, keep watching. Okay, so I have been, this of course is a little personal, but whatever. I feel as women, we should be able to talk about these things to other women, whether we know them or not, because it's all in good intention, you know? So last week, Friday, actually no, um, last month, I went to the doctor to get my regular birth control, which is the Depo Shot. Now, I hate needles, but I have managed to overcome it so that I can take the Depo Shot. Depo Shot is just an injection or a shot in your hip or your arm, and it lasts 3 months, and you have to go like every 3 months to get this shot for birth control. There's also the pill form. I've taken that many years in the past, but it always failed. Like, I took it in high school and a little bit in college, and it always failed because I would always forget to take it, or it would be like, you just take two the next day or whatever. I don't even remember how it works, but I always messed it up. So it was pointless for me to do that. And when I finally was able to get on something else, like when I got more informed as a woman, and not just like a teenager taking it because your mom told you to, I started doing the Depo Shot. So of course this is like years ago. Actually, I take that back. After the pill was failing for me, I stopped with that means of birth control because I wasn't sexually active. But for me, I need birth control. Like, it's not a pregnancy thing. And you guys, some of you out there might understand what I'm talking about. It's not to prevent pregnancy. There are other things that birth control can do for your body that I needed help with. So, anyways, that's besides the point. So, I had been on the Depo Shot for about six, no, 8 years, possibly. I go in for my Depo Shot last month, and she's like, oh, by the way, they just found out that, and I don't know if this is just because, again, I didn't do my research. I didn't look it up. I didn't see if she was accurate, how long this has been going on. But apparently, if you're on the Depo Shot for more than 2 years, you run the risk of bone mass loss. Like, for real? Okay. And then she specifically told me, she was like, okay, we really can't do that with you because you're not what they call big bone. So we got to fix that. And I was like, okay. She told me that getting off Depo could somehow, it could just grow back. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, but you're a doctor. I'm not, so I'm paying attention. So I'm really nervous at this point because my only other options are taking the pill, which I know I have failed at, okay, or the Depo Shot, which obviously I can't take anymore, and the IUD, which I am not really feeling because I, in my mind, that seems like something completely horrible and I don't want to try it. Like, that freaks me the hell out that you need to insert something in there and it could possibly implant itself in your uterus. Like, no. I don't want it. And the NuvaRing, that's disgusting. I don't want it. And then, of course, the other option is the implant that goes in your arm. I don't want that either. However, I have to make a choice. So I decide that I'm going to get the implant that goes in your arm, which is the Nexplanon. Mind you, I am terrified of needles. I don't like needles. I don't want to see them. I don't want them to be poking me. I, mm, mm. I can deal with the birth of my child. I can almost deal with stubbing my toe, but I don't want you to poke me with a needle because I will freak the hell out. Okay? Let me just throw that out there. So, they tell me, I say, you know what? Whatever. We got to do it. We got to make a choice. It's good for 3 years. And then we have to go back to a horrifying part because you have to cut that stuff out. But we're not gonna go there because it's gonna take me 3 years to warm up to the fact that you cutting me again. So now, a month later, it comes in because I have to order it or whatever. It comes in, and this is now Friday when they want to put it in my arm. Okay, I go up there. I am in there freaking out and pacing back and forth. I got my sister there because I need some support, somebody to distract me while they put this thing in my arm. She's like, don't worry about it. It's going to be nice and fast. We're going to numb your arm. No big deal. Lies. Okay. So let me tell you how this goes. I'm laying, they come in. I didn't even look. Like, she's laying all the stuff out on the counter. I can't even look at it because if I know what it looked like, it's going to freak me out even more. And I know I'm already like, my head is already hyped up about what I think is going to feel like, what I think is going to happen. And I don't want no extra added pictures in my head. She already told me that the thing is like 3.5 inches long and going in my arm. Okay. So I'm laying there on the bed and like legit, I'm turned this way. She's over here with this arm. I didn't look the whole damn time. She says, okay, I'm about to numb your arm. She's rubbing my arm down and I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come on. The nurse is like, I can hear you not breathing. I'm gonna need you to breathe. Okay. So I'm trying to keep myself calm. I'm breathing. I feel the prick. And that freaking numbing medicine took forever. Like, in my head, she was there for like 30, 45 seconds. That's a long damn time to be poking me with a needle. You know what I'm saying? So 45 seconds of her putting that numbing medicine in my arm. It hurt. Okay. I could bear it, but I was like, I could feel that medicine and it hurt like hell. Okay. So then, I mean, I'm not a doctor. I said this before. I'm not a doctor, but I feel like if you're going to put numbing medication in or on me, shouldn't you like give it a second to work? Okay. Demonstraciones. Numbing medicine. Other thing. Boom. Like she legit just finished, grabbed the other thing, and shot me with the thing. My arm was not numb, nor was I prepared for the other actions to come right after. Still freaking out. Again, I did not look. I did not look. So we have that pain right after because she's now putting the Nexplanon in my arm, which is 3.5 inches long. So they say. Actually, I read the pamphlet afterwards, and it's like not really 3.5 inches. It's a little shorter than that, but whatever. So she puts it in my arm. I can feel everything, and it hurts like hell. Let me explain to you what it feels like. It felt like, imagine somebody was cutting you, okay, cutting you with a sharp knife, like this. Just pressure, really slow, really slow and painful, okay? Really slow, across like right here. Numbing medicine, I can feel everything. That shit was horrible. Horrible. Like, I cannot believe this is happening to me right now. And this shit is like, it's legal. It's legit. Okay, so I really want to scream, but I'm not. I'm looking at my sister. The nurse is talking to me. She's trying to keep me calm, whatever, blase, blase. And she finally gets done. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I cannot believe that it's finally over. I can breathe, whatever. So she goes to put the Band-Aid on the hole in my arm. And apparently, I won't stop bleeding. Mind you, I'm already freaked out about this whole situation. And now I can't stop bleeding. Every few seconds, she's like whipping up the Band-Aid going, oh, 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 it just, like, really? So she's trying to apply the pressure. Then finally the doctor is like, well, we're going to put this, damn it, I forgot what it's called. She put something on there. Some black stuff that was in like this long stick. Again, I'm not looking. My sister told me what everything looked like after the fact. But put this stick thing after about 2 minutes, 3 minutes of my arm still bleeding. She put this like stick thingy and it had the black, I'm gonna call it soot, but that's not it. So she puts that, dabs it on my arm twice to help it stop bleeding. Still doesn't stop. She tells me that the black stuff is probably gonna scab over and scar and look like a scar, but it's not. It's just that stuff and it'll fall off. That's it. That's all she tells me, okay? About what will happen after these few seconds. So the nurse finally starts, she puts the Band-Aid on, she finally starts wrapping up my arm, and I'm like, wait, I just realized I probably want to know where it is because right now my whole arm is tingling. Like, I can't tell where it is in my arm. So she's like, oh, I should have showed you. This is the only time during this procedure that I looked at my arm. So, procedure. So she unwraps it, and I look. Again, of course, I can see just in the seconds that she has wrapped my arm, the blood pouring out of this Band-Aid, this little ass Band-Aid they put on my arm. y'all. Okay. So I feel it and I'm like, oh, that feels weird. Whatever. This is Friday. Fast forward to what's that? Fast forward to Tuesday. My arm is still bleeding. Like, it's not like pouring out or nothing. I had the band-aid on it that night. I get out the shower. It's just like blood coming out. It is not scabbing over. Like, it's just not. Okay? It's not scabbing over. It's not healing. And I'm freaking out because I don't want to put a band-aid on it, because if I don't, it's too much moisture and it's like nothing is happening for the healing process. But if I leave it out and it touches stuff, then it starts bleeding anyway. Like, if anything rubs up against it, shirt, whatever, blood. So, no, this was Monday. Tuesday, I go to work and I'm like, I'm going to put a fresh band-aid on it. So, because already from the moment that I woke up that morning to me making it to work, which is like an hour and a half difference, hour maybe, I needed to change the band-aid. So I go into the bathroom, I'm changing it, and one of my coworkers says, "Oh my God, what happened?" And I'm like, "Oh, I got this new birth control." She said, "Girl, that looks infected." For real? Like, for real. Like, this is something else that is going to make me freak out. Okay. I called the doctor, and the nurse is like, "Well, we can get you in today or whatever, and we can take a look at it." Okay, cool. You could take a look at it. So I want to be prepared. If you take a look at it and it's infected, then what? And she's like, "Well, we'll just take it out." What you mean? Well, we'll just take it out, like it's just a simple procedure. Like, this was hell getting it put in. I can only imagine me letting you snip, snip, snip again on my arm with some numbing medication that didn't work until an hour after I got home. Freaked out? Who? Me? She. Finally get there, and they tell me it's not infected, that it looks completely normal, nothing's wrong with it, it's just a little bruise. And the bleeding process, because the hole is so big, that it could take up to 3 weeks. Okay. I wish you would have told me that sooner so I wouldn't be freaking the hell out in these past few days, but that's cool. Two, what the hell I'm gonna do for 2 weeks with my arm freaking bleeding? Like, what? I will say that today is Wednesday, and for some reason, after that doctor's visit, my arm has stopped bleeding. However, I don't think, it doesn't look infected. I don't know what an infected arm looks like. It looks bruised, and I'm going to show you right now. You see? Look at this bruising all right here. And that, of course, is the hole that they shot it in. And the implant is here to actually all the way to that hole. You see how big that is? Oh my God, what was I thinking? Okay, so I said all that. Oh, and by the way, what they used to insert, I told you what I thought it felt like. What they used to insert the Nexplanon, if anybody is familiar with crafting or sewing, you might be familiar with this, but the automatic snipping, what, scissors, the automatic scissors that you can use to cut fabric. It's like boxy or whatever. That's what she, well, it's not what she used, but that's what the tool looked like that inserted the Nexplanon. She like grazed it across, well, grazed it across, pushed it into my skin like this until it got deep enough, and it, I guess it just has like a thing, and it goes down, 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 down. Push the button, shoots it in there. I tell you what, all ends well. This thing stays in my arm uninfected and unbothered for 3 years. After that, I don't know what the hell is going to happen because I don't feel like I could go through this again. So, for all of you out there who are searching for birth control or different forms of birth control and you don't know your options, or maybe you don't know the consequences of your options, here is what, or this video was to show what I have personally experienced with the implant Nexplanon. Okay, so I have my very green bruised looking arm, and she also told me that all of this greenery right here is probably blood pooling up, which doesn't make me freak out at all. And will eventually go away. I don't know what to say about that. All I gotta say is don't be like me if you're freaked out about surgery, getting sliced up, or needles. You might want to rethink getting Nexplanon. But if you're an OG and you can take the pain and you're not freaked out, do you, boo? Okay? All I'm saying is, had I known what I know now, I probably would have tried that pill again. You know what I'm saying? So, that's it. That was my, in my mind, super terrifying experience of trying a new birth control. Of course, you can go and ask your doctor about things. I might leave a link below so maybe you can get more informed of what this product is and what it does for your body. I am, I will, I don't want to say glad, but I am glad it's over with. It still hurts. You can feel it under your arm. You will always feel it right there under your skin. It's so close to the edge of your skin. It's just right in between your muscles. And you can feel it. You can feel it. And that feeling will not go away. Okay? You can rub it and you can feel the bump. 2.5 or however long inches bump. Okay, so I hope I didn't freak anybody out like I was freaked out. I mean, I probably did. I'm sorry. But that was my experience, and I thought I would share it with you guys because I feel like we should be more informative, right? You know, let me help you through my experiences. Maybe you'll decide that ain't for me, and I'll be like, girl, it's okay. Just pop that pill. It's cool. I won't judge you. Or maybe you'll decide, maybe you'll be like, girl, we didn't already knew that was shit. And if you would have done your research, you would have known. And I'd be like, damn. Why didn't I do my research? So I am going to post this video and I'm going to post it everywhere because I feel like it is good to know in case you didn't know already. Or, you know, there's always a, I like it, I like it. Here's another opinion firsthand. Now, as far as the side effects and things like that, I haven't had any broken out skin just yet. So or anything, I don't really do weight gain. I wish I did. I wish I could get my weight up. Eating just ain't cutting it because I could eat for me, you, and 3 people, but it just ain't working. So I wish I could say the weight gain portion would be a great benefit. I mean, it would be if it actually worked, but my metabolism is too high. Okay, so my hair is getting crazy. I can't contain it anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it was informative. I will link everything down below that'll give you more of a professional insight on what the Nexplanon is and how well it works or how well it doesn't work, whatever. So you'll be able to find that below. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.